Hi, it's a pleasant day today. My name is DoyinOla and you're welcome to Hanging Out with DoyinOla on Heritage TV. As you all know, this is a general interest program where we talk about community issues, personality profile, events, and whatever it is that is happening in the entertainment world in the UK. On the program today, I have two very interesting guests, celebrities actually, I have on the show today. I have with me a very beautiful, very gorgeous, intelligent lady. Her name is Adaora Ukoh. She is an actress, she's a producer. She actually acted in Lekki Wise.
Yeah.
One of the key characters in Lekki Wise. She's an entrepreneur. She's into so many things. She's going to talk about herself. You're going to hear so much today. We're going to let a lot out of the bag today. You'll be surprised. So I promise you an amazing, amazing, amazing time on the show. And my second guest, he is a momentographer. You don't hear that grammar before. Momentographer. Eh? And he's a photographer to His Excellency, the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and also to Omotola Jalade Ekede, of course, Nollywood diva. You know, so you get to meet him as well. His name is Daniel Ukoh. Daniel, you're welcome to the program. Daniel Sink.
Yeah.
Daniel Sink now.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is Adaora Ukoh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you're both welcome to the program. It's nice having you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how you feeling being here in the UK, Adaora?
I feel good, you know, with the Daniel by my side.
You look cool. You look well relaxed, and it looks like you're having a good time. Daniel is giving you a wonderful time here in the UK.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was really nice meeting you. I met Adaora actually on Monday. At the autograph signing session, and then the birthday party for our darling Rita Diva, you know, at one of the restaurants in the UK, in London actually. And we had a fantastic time, and then we just gelled. We started talking about, you know, way back in the day, when ladies were girls,
you know, when the hustle was beginning.
Yes, so,
yeah,
you know, it's so
time.
good. Yes, so Adaora, I'll start with Adaora because they say ladies first.
Yeah.
So Daniel, don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous.
You sure?
I'm here for her.
Yeah, I know. Daniel actually manages and also publicist for Adaora as well. So that's why he's here. He's also here to talk about photography, talk about the industry, because he too has also been a part of the industry from inception. I'm talking about Nigeria, UK, Nigeria. You get my drift? Yeah. All right. So Adaora, how did it all start for you?
Oh, okay. Maybe should I say like I kind of dabbled into acting. It wasn't something that was well thought of or planned, and that was because I started as a child.
Wow.
Or maybe I could say
as a child. How old were you then?
No, we're 18.
You're teenager. You're a big baby now.
I was 16. Yeah, so I had this actress already in the area who had done this movie, Neka the Pretty Serpent. You know,
I
that
remember
film was
that.
just everything.
Then it was VHS, so
It was VHS.
It was it wasn't Nollywood then. Home video.
Yeah, it was home video.
It was home video.
You just know a lot.
I was part of the process now.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
Yeah, so she had done that then, and then every time she's passing by, you know, people will come and peep through and want to watch her. So I just wanted to be like her.
Oh wow.
You know how it is. I was an inquisitive child, so I walked up to her one day and begged her to take me for an audition, and so she did, and that was how this whole acting thing started.
So how did your parents feel about it? Because I know back in the days, parents used to think that acting then was for dropouts. So of course, most parents, they want their children to be doctors, lawyers.
How did you know?
Accountants, you know. I know.
How did you? Okay, now let me shock you. I actually read law.
Oh
I'm a
wow!
lawyer. And that was because that was exactly what my father wanted me to read.
That's it.
You know, back in the days, like you said, for every time anybody comes on screen, it's more like, what is she up to? What are you trying to do with yourself? TV of all places, you know, that kind of thing. So it was almost like an abomination and all that. My father did not take it well.
Wow.
In fact, I got beaten so many times for ever, you know, skipping time out of my lesson classes, probably to, you know, fit into shoots and all that. So at some point I had to start hiding it. So the only way I get beaten is maybe because he doesn't watch TV. If it's not news, he's not watching TV. It's only
Okay.
news that makes him tune. So every time maybe a friend of his or somebody calls him to say, I saw your daughter on TV. Trust daddy. So that was how it was until, well, I lost him. You know, blessed memory.
Yes, so rest in
And
perfect peace.
yeah. And though the admission came and I had to actually leave acting so I can face school, because
okay.
then school was also a priority for me.
course.
Yeah. So I left for 6 years, and that was how I came back with the movie Black Bra
Oh,
in 2008. Yes.
Okay, that's very good. You know, I like the fact that despite the fact that your parents weren't really supportive of you going into the movie industry, you were not discouraged. So I guess it was, would you say it was the passion that kept you going?
Yeah, because the thing is, for every audition I attended, I actually got a role. I didn't even start with extra roles or waka pass.
That's what we call it.
That's what we call it here. So I didn't start with that. It was all a role, you know, every other time I get a role. So somehow I just knew, okay, maybe I'm actually made to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I just found the passion in it.
You know, for each individual, I believe God has instilled something in us. You know, so once you discover it, like they say, discover your potentials. So I guess you discovered your potentials early enough, and then of course,
I stuck on.
Yeah. That's it. You go, girl. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. So Daniel, over to you now.
Okay.
How has the journey been like for you? I know that you were here at a point, and then you went back to Nigeria, and then how did you actually get to be Chief Obasanjo's momentographer / photographer and Omotola Jalade
and the rest of the celebrities, because that is not only stuck on this.
You know, celebrity photographer. So how did you get into all of that?
You know, you said something just now. You said God has, you know, put something in us, and honestly, I never wanted to be a photographer. It was never my intention. I never planned it. But you know,
who bought you your first camera?
I'll tell you. Okay, now that you asked me that question, I'll tell you quickly.
Yeah.
So back in 1998, I had a friend that came to me and said, "Look, Daniel, there's this camera in our house that my father left for us. Now my father is dead now, and we want to throw it in the bin." So I said, "Okay. So what are you saying?" He said, do I want it?" I'm like, "Okay." So actually, it was a film camera.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
So I took it. I've always been somebody who likes to try new things.
That's good.
I don't shy away from something new.
That's good.
So I took the camera. The first place I went to was my church. So I started to film something at church.
Most talents really develops at churches.
Yeah.
You know.
And then the pastor liked the videos, and people started to buy the videos.
Oh,
from that
wow.
old SVHS camera. And that's how we started. Now, how did I become a photographer? It's a very funny thing. So, I'll tell you, my first major break was the wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton.
Oh, the royal wedding. Oh,
29th,
wow.
29th of April.
You actually covered that as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you've gone places, boy.
29th of April, that's 2011.
Oh, wow.
One of my aunties came from Nigeria the December before that wedding and said, "Daniel, you're going to take me to this wedding." I'm like, "Why am I going to take you to royal wedding? You're going to do what?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, I want to go." So I forgot it. I just left it. And then she came back a few days before the wedding and said, "Well, Daniel, I'm here now. You're taking me to the wedding." I'm like, "Seriously?" So that day, okay, we had agreed to meet at the train station, Westminster Station. So I got there early and she wasn't there. I'm like, where is this auntie now? She didn't turn up.
Okay.
I was there. Then they shut everything down because it's a royal wedding.
Of course.
Because of security.
Of
So I
course,
thought,
yeah.
what should I do? Let me go and stand somewhere and get a nice shot. So I got some nice shots of the Queen, everybody.
The entire family, yeah.
I thought, okay, what do I do with these pictures now? I didn't know what to do. Now, I went home. This is where things got very interesting. I have to tell you this.
Okay.
It's amazing.
So
I went home and I thought, okay, I'll put it on Facebook. I did. Then the following day now, as I was watching Sky News and they were talking about the bride and the groom, where they'll be living from, going on honeymoon. As I was watching that program, they showed the hotel that they were living from, which was the Gori Hotel in Central London. And the one spirit, I'm sure it's the Holy Spirit. I have to tell you, it's the Holy Spirit. It's not one spirit.
Thank you, Holy Spirit.
That said, go to that place.
Yeah.
So I look at me. What am I doing in this place?
Yeah.
So I got up.
So in short, you get crashed.
I get crashed.
You get crashed.
See, this is the part that changed the rest
The
of my
entire,
life.
yeah.
And people don't understand that in life, things don't always work out as you want it. Things don't just happen because that's how you want it. Things happen because God
has
has
ordained
it so, and you just trust that process.
That's it.
So I left. On my way to the station, I thought, oh God, what am I going to do in this place? How are they going to get me in? So I came back home. I started watching again. The Holy Spirit said, now stand up and go. So I got to the place. I was the only person there. So I went to one of the staff members.
I want this Holy Spirit to keep directing me to high-profile places like this at the Adaora.
Honestly, when I got there, I thought, I'm the only one here now. This happening here. So I went to ask one of the security guys and said, look, is the prince and the bride leaving from here? And the guy said, oh, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. You know, the fact that he said, I cannot tell you that information, gave me a confirmation that it was happening. So, what didn't happen was, suddenly we saw an helicopter took off from another location.
Okay.
And it was them taking off from another location. So I decided to stay there and get the pictures of capabilities sister, younger sister, because the press were really interested in her. So anyway, I stood there because I was the first person. I got a goosebump. There were about, on that place there was about at least 150 paparazzis. There was a particular guy behind me, standing behind me. Before anything happened, you know, he was already swearing, he was looking at my camera. I had this funny camera that was not fit even to become a celebrity photographer. And the guy was just talking, swearing and everything. I never said a word. The next thing, when people and the bride's family were coming out, so everybody was shouting, screaming, so this guy was pushing me and everything. So we took the pictures, we left. As I was going back home, the Spirit said, you now go back to that same guy and tell him, bye, and introduce yourself. I said, hold on a minute now. Why? What kind of spirit is this now? So when they were just abusing me, so I came back. So I shook his hand. My name is Daniel. I'm going now. And the guy said, you know what? What do you do? I said, I'm just no.
You get crasher.
No.
You get
I was a video man. I was a video man. I said, I'm a video man.
Okay.
He said, what are you doing now? I said, well, I'm not doing much. He said, Daniel, he said, you are going to go far in this industry. So I said, which industry? He said, I said, paparazzi. And that's how.
Oh, fantastic.
Come and see me on Monday. And I went to the office on the following Monday. Now, the guy, his boss, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks before that time, I bought a book about his boss, who was Darren Leon, is the #1 paparazzi in the UK.
Okay.
You know, so I bought his book. And I was reading that book. Anyway, on the Monday I got to the office. Now, this guy that introduced me, that told me to come to the office, was not there. So I was sitting there waiting to see somebody. Then I saw the same guy that I bought his book 2 weeks ago.
Alright, so he gave you an autograph.
No, it's not the autograph.
Okay, let's summarize now.
Yeah, I want to summarize. I want to summarize now. So I looked at it. I said, this is the same guy. I bought his book 2 weeks ago. I'm looking at him now. I said, fine. And the guy came to me and said, look, I've heard a lot about you. Now you can start working with us.
Wow, just like that.
Just like that. And he bought me camera, nothing less than £10,000 worth of Nikon D3 camera. I can never forget.
That's what they call favor.
And that is
in fact, your name should be Daniel Favor Think.
Honestly, I've covered so many people. Madonna, PTG,
wow, that's great.
Lopez.
That's great.
You know, so the point is, I'm just wrapping up now. The point is, God has a purpose for all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to trust the process.
Certainly,
trust and let God do what He wants to do. And be humble. I'm sorry. And how I became Papa's photographer is because I am humble. I don't talk too much. I just mind my own business, and I believe that God is taking all of us somewhere, and that's it.
And I hope Papa pays you well.
See, Papa pays very well.
I hope Papa pays you well.
The thing is this, that I've never done anything like, I've never my work is, I'm not driven by money.
Passion.
That's not, I'm driven by passion.
Passion, yeah.
Exactly.
That's it.
And,
Yeah.
and true, yeah, I am, Baba, yes, they pay me because I work for the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library.
Okay.
And so I'm the official photographer. They say,
There
yeah,
as
I
well.
get paid.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm good. And then
Kudos.
I met her, Adaora, working since, what year was that?
Somewhere.
2013, 2014.
Yeah, when we came for Lucky
When we
Wives.
came for Lucky Wives premiere
Oh,
again. The
the
promoter
UK.
called me. They're coming to the UK. That I went
So
to
he
meet
was
them
the main
at the
photographer.
airport, follow them around.
Airport to Manchester and then back to London.
You know, it's funny how we build friendships. I see it. I mean, since Monday, I've been in close contact with both of you, and I see the closeness, the brother sister relationship. It's good. It's very, very good. I just wish that other people will emulate that. You know, you get to meet someone.
You know, Daniel, I must tell you, Daniel is really selfless. You know,
that's great.
That's just the word I'll use.
I haven't even
You
seen
didn't
that.
tell me that before.
Yeah, okay, now
I'm saying it. Appreciate it that she's saying it now. Before how many millions of people?
I know how much he
watching.
has called me. We've talked. You know, he advises. He's in tune with
His
your
head is
struggles
swelling now.
and challenges.
His head is swelling now.
So
Don't
even
let
the
it burst.
case might be.
Daniel,
if
you're so
I had a
lovely.
Daniel since the inception of my career, I probably would know how far I've gone.
Well, this is how God wanted it.
Yeah, I think naturally Daniel is a nice person. That's why he's being favored. I met him on Monday, and then when we're talking about, you know, back in the days and all that, how we started, how he used to come to Flushak and all that, and then the next thing he said to me is, "No, I must work with you, Doyin. I must work with you, Doyin. I need you in my life, Doyin."
I heard that.
I need you in my life, Doyin. I must work with you. And he's been singing the same song since Monday. Each time we speak, and he'll say, "I need you in my life. We need to do something together," which is good. You see potentials in people, you appreciate and you acknowledge it, and you want the way forward for them, for yourself. That's the only, I keep saying it, that's the only way we grow as a people. Not that you meet me, you see the potentials. Instead of you to promote the potential, you kill the potential. There are so many people like that.
There are so many, especially in entertainment.
In entertainment, yes. That brings me to my next question, Adaora. So what are the challenges? Because I know it's not been all rosy. Fine, you got lucky, you didn't get waka pass, roles and all that, but you got lucky straight into the industry and all that. But what challenges did you face along the line?
Well, a lot down the line. Yeah, initially, at the beginning time, it looked all rosy. It looked like, okay, it was going all well. Outside the fact that I had to go to school, and then, you know, there is this thing about the industry. If you take a step out, they will forget you 3 times.
Yeah,
that's the truth. So,
yes.
you see, it's the continuity of purpose. You must always, you know, be consistent with the game and all that. So that was part of the challenges. And then I also, you know, somehow had to deal with, you know, producers and a lot of promoters flipping up weight issue. Yeah, to my face. You know,
really?
it just sometimes make them want to typecast or stereotype my character. You know, because, and then that also just had to strengthen me to some level, meaning that I don't get to take every role. Yes, I probably won't leak asses. No,
we're
I
gonna,
just
we're
know.
Gonna come to that as well.
Look for how to turn it to my strength. So I started promoting plus size factor, because you will see a movie where there are 4 girls, or you're talking about 4 ladies, 4 working class moms, 4 sisters and all that, and then the plus size is not represented. And the truth is, we actually have our own issues and struggles and things to deal with. And as far as I'm concerned, it brings the game on. It brings, like, if you see it at a Perry movie, you would always see, if you're not seeing a Queen Latifah being represented, you see Monique, you see, you know, so you see, like, I saw one recently, Single Moms Club. The plus size character there was just, in fact, after I saw the movie, an idea came to my head, you know, to make something, you know, in that form, in the Nigerian sense, you know, single women, in Nigerian sense, and how we're dealing with it. So these things are things you see through the industry, you know. So you just
You need to see. You need to see her adorable son. You get to meet. You get to meet him before we end the show today.
Yeah,
Continue,
nice.
darling.
So when he was about to come, it became another thing to prioritize. So I had to actually take a break. The moment they say, the moment that belly enter, as a woman, you no longer have a hold of yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
And all that. So that was when the second break came. So after I came back, it wasn't just so easy trying to call up, works and jobs or producers calling you for just. So I decided that I think it's high time for me to start doing my own thing. In as much as I started the production company before, marriage came calling.
Okay.
I had started working on that, but I hadn't shot my own personal films. I've done some collabos with people, which didn't work.
Yeah.
It's not easy to collabo. When it comes to that financial
I've
time.
had my own share of experience as well along that line.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So.
When it comes to that funding, money time, and all that,
so,
you just see it's a total ball game, different ball game. So it was after then I decided, okay, now it's time for me to start producing. And then when I started producing, I actually knew in my heart that truly I have passion for this, because I've carried out auditions, and I just see myself. In fact, there was a particular audition that I almost gone to a coach, an acting coach.
Oh, wow.
And I was wondering where did all this come from? But the truth is, the more you do this, the years you buy into it also helps.
It helps. It helps a great.
That's how I started the Big Sis production.
Okay.
And right now I'm on my third film.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well done. You go, girl.
Yeah, that's
You go, girl. That's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
That's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm sure sometimes when you sit back and then you think about how you started, and then issues along the way.
It wasn't really rosy.
Rosy, yes, I know.
Really
Nothing good comes easy, as they say. So back in the days, let me take you again back in the days. What was your favorite kind of outfit? Because I know some people though, I'm going to be leaking some things on this show.
Please do.
Some people though, their manager is here, their momentographer is here. So I'm going to be leaking some things though. so what was your own kind of favorite outfit? What really completes you back in the days?
It was always this dawn green. This and then
was it a jean one?
Dawn green. One is dawn green with a turtleneck black top. And then the hand
and feel like the hottest baby.
Oh my god! And I pack up my hair, and then for some reason, that's still part of what is going on here.
That's true. That's true. One day she had on a
turtleneck kind of
Wow, that's true.
I saw that it never really changed. It's only evolved a little,
You've been consistent.
Yeah, that's
good.
My kind of dress.
That's good. So you were tomboyish like.
Yeah, I guess yes.
And then when you wear those things now, when you wore them those days, you felt like on top of the world. Nobody reached me again.
In fact, I wore some of these clothes more in my movies. That there was this particular day I was going out, and then children, this movie Karashika. Because Karashika, Queen of Demon. It was an old film.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in Karashika. And then these children started singing behind me because they could recognize the clothes.
Wow.
They were so embarrassed. They were just singing Karashika, Demon. I had to run into a compound. And then it was later someone told me it's because of this clothes that you are born into the film, you're wearing it
again. Of course, they will remember. Especially children. They will remember. They will always remember.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Say you are momentographer for Motala Jaladina.
Yes.
I'm sure she'll probably watch this program.
People will send the link.
Back in the days.
Just don't get me into trouble, yeah.
My friend's wedding. I don't know whether to call that my friend's name, but long time ago, the Motala was the chief bridesmaid.
Okay.
So, and then we were on the bridal train as well. We were maids, what do you call themselves? When you have everybody wearing the same bridesmaid. So she had this pencil shoe. Almost like she loved those pencil shoes back in the days. And I won't be surprised if she still got those shoes in her wardrobe. Just find out for me. And let me know. Let me know. I want to know. I'm interested. I want to know those pencil shoes. They were lovely shoes, sandal-like shoes.
Spot on, yeah.
Always spot on.
Yeah.
You know, the shoe, the earrings, everything must work
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
So some people are wondering, the backside, how she carrying it?
That's not
It's
their
her body.
business.
You know, but she looks hot.
It's
She
my
looks good.
body.
Yeah.
And I own it.
Yeah.
You know, that's very good. That's very good. So let's talk generally now about the industry. Now all three of us are going to talk about this because I know we have issues in the industry. You hear things like for you to get roles way back. I used to hear that. I don't know if it still happens in Nigeria that you need to sleep with the producer to actually get a role, or you need to pay or something to get a role. Does that still exist?
It has even gone to the next level, I guess. It's really
It has gone to the level.
Yeah, no, generally I think the industry is flooded.
Okay.
And I keep saying, and that's because we don't have any form of regulation. And that's why it's also hard on the business angle.
But when you talk about regulation, the Actors Guild in Nigeria, what is their role actually?
I really don't know. I'm telling you, it started with Nigerian Actors Guild, when we call it NAG. You know, it was initially those days, it was well reformed.
That's a very funny acronym.
Yeah, acronym. That was why they had to change, because at the point they were nagging too much. They said, no, before this name will follow us. They changed it to AGN. Now it's Actors Guild of Nigeria. So they moved it to But then it was well structured to some level. There were times when they hold a kind of review on actors. You come again with your with all your pictures, your jobs, and
your
all portfolio and update.
That's
the profile and all that. So they hold it like maybe once in every 2 years and all that. But now it's such an open industry that I don't know if anybody is actually registered. Especially if I tell you out of the core stars that we have now, I don't know if anybody is actually registered, or they actually attend meetings, pay their dues, or the industry sees into stuffs. So it's almost like a solo man game. What do they call it? Something for God for us, or one man show and all that. So it became an open industry where everybody comes in. Oh, Nook and Cranny, Dick and Harry comes in. And then it doesn't help it look good. Someone said, the industry is flooded. The industry is flooded by rats or whatever. I don't know. So these things don't help it. When there is no regulation, it just, and then it will also affect the business angle of it. Of course. So I guess that's why I say, before they say, there was sexual molestation or harassment, or people, how do you now tell them, just like you said now, someone will pay you to attend audition or pay you to be in your film, So I guess every other actor, a lot of people, I can say that they don't come in because of the talent. I think it's just to get the face and fame, probably use it for whatever. Yes, and glamour. It wasn't like when we started, then we all moved from one point to the other, auditioning, going for auditions.
That was what I thought about at the time, because I would have joined the Nollywood train as well at the time. So I'm sure I probably would have been like a Genevieve or Motola then, because Nollywood actually started in our studio. It was our studio, Intervision Studios, and Kingsley Ogoro Studio.
Yeah, Kingsley Ogoro, that's where it started from.
Yes.
Clink
Studios, just around the corner from us. Yes, off Tafa Balewa, off Adinrobusoya, Tafa Balewa. Back in the days. But I was not interested, because then we used to look down at who wants to be an actor.
But gradually,
that kind of thing. But gradually, the industry grew, and so it will be good if we can have some regulations in place, so that at least
important. And I think at the end of the day, maybe if we also have a functional government, because these things, how can you even function well if from the top there is something wrong? Like someone was suggesting when we went for this creative industry with Atiku, and when they were coming in and all that, to discuss the problems of the industry, and he mentioned that it has gotten to a point where the government should put it in the constitution for us, so it will be well documented, and we know, we're following due process. Do you understand? And then it will become a more serious industry, because the truth is, I think Africa is a new world, and then if people are talking about Africa is a new world, it is via Nigerian entertainment. That's the truth, like if we see music, how far music is going, yeah, they might not be all that, but there's some form of regulation going on in their industry, and and then it's helping it out. So that we need in Nollywood. It's not like we're not doing well. In fact, from the point where we started and where we are now, not totally. It's also a very good milestone. Okay. But I think we need to do better. Okay. Do you understand? Yeah. And doing better, because all the while, every other time we discuss this thing like government needs to put this, government needs to do that. The other administration even funded some filmmakers and all that, but it just doesn't even always help it. Like we should have somewhere that we can look at, like Hollywood. You know that Hollywood thing, that where filmmakers can go. It's like a proper film village. Where you have every structures in place. Movies can go on there. You can have your set set up. You don't need to go knocking at people's door. I've been on a production where the man came and then he made sure he threw us out. Yes, because to him, we didn't tell him we were staying beyond this particular time. And then the truth is, he didn't even allow us come back the next day. The next day we were stuck outside till night. And that's because we've shot so far in a particular location. Do we change it at some point? Movies, because when you tell people these things, they don't understand how a movie works. So there is a need, because this Nollywood, as far as I'm concerned, is a projection of the Nigerian image. Yeah, do you understand? So far, the whole good things that we have and the Nigerian is spoken about, good or bad, whatever. But there's a projection which entertainment has brought for Nigeria, and so we need to take it more serious. If only government can take us more serious. Do you understand? And make these things available for us and all that. And then
that's why you need that budget. That's why you need that budget, the Actors Guild of Nigeria.
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah, that's why they need to. They need to be proactive.
But
they probably need to.
They've tried.
If I may say something, right? I think most things in Nigeria has this syndrome of who I know. Even in Nollywood, in anything in Nigeria, is who you know. So the body themselves, maybe the president of the body or the secretary, because they know 1, 2, 3, 4 people. So when there's time for audition, right? They say it's public, but most times it's not. Then they will call, okay, I know you come, right? It's just like anything else in Nigeria. Even when in bank jobs, who you know, right? And we know that the government is not doing so well in anything in a lot of things. Things could be better.
Yeah, things could be better.
But if the Actors Guild of Nigeria can have their own constitution and stick to it.
But are you sure they don't have a constitution?
Well, they do, and illegally, and stick to it. Then I believe things will get better. We look at Europe, we look at UK, we look at America. They started from somewhere. But one thing they have always done is they stick to the rules. And then when it's time to update, they update it. So okay, this is what we're doing. They don't do, I know you, you know me. I was with you.
But that's always the situation in Nigeria. Even with employment, in every sector. In every sector.
That's why I say
in Nigeria.
We're in a system where nothing works.
Yes.
So it just trickles down.
Let me give you this story. A friend of mine, a few years back, she packed all her things. Some she sold, some she gave out. She said, "Oh, Doyin, I'm relocating to Nigeria." This, da, 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 da. She moved there. I said, "Who do you know there?" She said, "Oh, her university schoolmate. That she's the one trying to press some buttons." I said, "How strong are those buttons that she wants to press?" She said, "Don't worry." She went. After 3 months, she ran back to the UK. I said, "What happened?" She said she couldn't get the job. I said, "Hey, it means those buttons were not strong enough."
No, they are strong. But maybe the person that's supposed to give her the job has not had his way. If you understand what I mean.
No, there was a female friend that was actually trying to get her. Why do people always think man, woman kind of thing?
No, it's a female that's trying to get her a job. That female friend is trying to probably speaking to somebody that will give her the job. Isn't it? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if the man somewhere, most times, don't have his way with the woman, that's it. And that thing is so common in Nigeria.
That's a shame.
It's not just in Nollywood, it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
They must sleep with you. Why?
Why?
The girls too.
Why?
Because they're so desperate.
What happens to the dignity of that person?
They don't care about dignity. What's dignity to them? They just want to have their way. I have my way. Okay, I'll give you the job. And most times they give you the job, then they sack you. So it's terrible.
It's a tough
But
country.
I feel like, you know, it's a tough country. There's no job, so people are looking for opportunities to do something, and so a lot of times they don't give their body to these guys.
You know, that's why it's so unattractive to some of us here.
Yeah.
Some people will tell me, oh, Doyin, with your experience, I mean, you started from how many way back? Yesterday, on Monday, you said, Doyin, you're a veteran. You should actually be addressed as a veteran.
Oh, yes.
But up until that day that he said, I never saw myself as a
That's
veteran.
true.
Do you get? And then people are saying, what are you doing here? Okay, you go back home, there are so many opportunities for people like you, but do I want to go home and face things like that?
At the right time?
No. I don't want to. Even if I want to go back to do any job, it has to be that a contract. I've seen the documents like this. Okay, show me, I'm signed the document, dotted lines, and then now I can say yes, I can go back.
And if I can quickly say something, just quickly, I always refer back to Omotola for something. I always refer back to her. That woman, you know, she has gone through a lot even in the industry. But one thing about her, she knows what she wants. She knows her purpose. If I will not do, I will not do. If I will do, I will do. No, when I say I will do, not
I was wondering,
not
when I was saying do,
no,
when I was saying
not do,
if I say I will not do, I will do. If I say I will do,
if they bring no do. If they bring a project to her, say look, we'd like you to do this. Amotola follows her instinct,
and she's
a very strong woman, and that's one thing I love about her. You know, so I look at when I'm talking to a lot of these actresses and celebrities and stuff. Say, look, you don't need to go and start reading a book all of this thing. Just look at one or two people, and the only person me I can point to right now is Omotola. Watch her. If you can't do what she's doing, right?
Yeah, but people are gifted in certain areas. Not everyone is gifted the same way.
In acting, yes. I'm just saying, like,
The
you know,
zeal.
the
The
zeal.
zeal, yes.
Just
The
look at-
enthusiasm.
Yeah, there's this thing that says, do what the successful people do, and you, in time, you will even surpass them.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I don't know how the actresses. I mean, you know, I don't know how you guys.
Adaora, she's a big star now.
Oh,
in Hollywood, she's a big star. America, everywhere, you know, and she's done quite a number of movies as well.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Lucky Wise.
Miranda.
Looks like you got your
Miranda.
Are you okay?
To think that people actually think I'm a lesbian, I don't understand why.
No, it's just acting.
How is there any one
It is
person
called
that can come out to say Adaora? No, but seriously, I've had people abuse me. Real life abuse, like you know, when I come out on blogs or stories like that, you see this idiot fucking lesbian,
Can you imagine?
and then I could just literally
It's
say,
called acting, people.
Exactly.
That's
You
what
see
it
Nigeria,
is.
you know the one thing.
Make believe.
You know the problem with Nigerians sometimes. I
I
don't have
too well.
Why would
I'm
I do
trouble.
that? But you know,
But that's the way you're supposed to be in character.
Thank you.
That's what acting is all about.
I only then know.
Don't mind them. Oh. Keep doing it.
you know the funny thing though, when I was watching on YouTube the other day, and I saw you and
Jocelyn Duma on the bed.
and I'm like, what's about to happen? And then somebody knocked on the door. I'm like, oh, why did they knock on that door?
You
I
want
wanted
to see.
And you know, the producer actually just made me represent that character so much because she made me lose my hair in season 1. I had this bowed hair on.
Okay.
Because you know, she said it's a representation of the true stories she's heard.
Okay.
So that even the lady she wrote her story, one lady in Abuja, I don't know who the lady is, but it was part of her story, that she's a banker and she doesn't have hairs on.
Okay.
Wow.
So I just got out of the shoots that I cut my hair on set, you know. So she now said, since you've cut your hair before, just help us reduce them again. Let's go with Lucky Wise, yeah.
Wow.
So it was just, if you see me, even me watching myself, I almost wanted to believe that I'm lesbian.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Acting is a real thing.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, and it's obvious that she's enjoying every moment of it. Yeah, you're enjoying it. It's good, but the fact that people actually come to you and say, let's
They
say
abused.
no. It's all make believe.
It's all
make believe.
And guess what? She's don't worry. She's going to have baby. She's married now, so she's kind of slow down, right?
Are you trying
But
to
she's
tell
coming
people that
back.
she's married? I am
I'm back.
She's back.
Bigger and better.
She's
Bigger
back.
and better.
And you need to see a new film. That film is amazing.
Oh, let's talk about that.
That film
What's
is
it called?
amazing.
It's called 3 Sides. Yeah, 3 Sides. It's actually
3 sides to a story, 3 sides to a human being, 3
3
sides.
sides
to
to
everything.
every story.
Okay.
In fact, that's the tagline. It's 3 sides to every story.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the tagline.
Wow.
So, because the truth is, they used to say there are two sides to a story. But the truth is there's always a third one. That sometimes one of the victims in the real story do not even know. So that's how it's a representation of, the movie starts with, you see a dead body. Now we need to uncover why that character
What inspired that storyline?
Yeah, the story was born on, when I read the script, it was basically born on, the fight against rape, child molestation, and all that. So I just felt like this is what we see every day. You go on these blogs, you open the internet. It's always about rape. Even a father is raping a child, or a step, or brothers, there's a lot is going on. And I just said, okay, I guess people can really relate to this. Because that was the beautiful thing about Lucky Wives. When you see Lucky Wives, as long as you're seeing it, either you know one person, you must relate to the five characters. Either you know one person it has happened to, or they always know, and even a lot of arguments came out of Lucky Wives. It was that pretty hard. So I felt, okay, people can relate to this. So that was why I decided to make that. So
this will be your number 4 movie?
No, that's the third one.
That's the third one. Okay, fantastic.
It's not in the market yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so even though I'm still looking for the highest bidder. And that's because...
Which is where I'm going to next. Let you finish.
Okay.
That's because of
that's because, the thing is, sometimes when you make advocacy films, it doesn't really appeal to Nigerian audience.
True.
People don't want to be they don't want to remember the bad
or
things.
they don't want to be seen as associated with someone campaigning against. Why do we have that mindset, really? Why?
No,
so I know a
money,
few...
Money. For the law to make the money, so they're thinking if we do.
No, but this is someone trying to create awareness towards things.
They don't care about
it. It could be your sister next time. It could be your daughter. It could be your wife next time.
Anything advocacy. Advocacy film don't sell in Nigeria. You will use it to get all the international recognition and awards and all that. But when it comes to converting it to money.
Okay, so let's talk about the money aspect of filmmaking now. Okay. I mean, you've produced 2 films.
Yeah.
Revenue-wise, would you say you're satisfied?
No.
Okay, so what's it like?
Why the
paint that picture, because I know what we go through here in the UK, the UK Nollywood. They say we all want Nollywood. I'm going to ask you that question. Have we won Nollywood before we go?
We should be won, but you will hear stories like Yoruba Nollywood. In fact,
there's Yoruba Nollywood.
You will hear Igbo Nollywood.
And they have Hausa
Nollywood. New Nollywood. The ones they call themselves the cine boys and the cinema boys and cinema girls.
Wow.
I'm sure you don't know them.
I don't know.
Because I was showing you a picture of one of the hottest girls in the new Nollywood.
And
that's interesting.
You see, that's one of the problems you have in Nigeria.
This segregation thing.
Everybody wants to have a clique.
And then
you ever hear New York?
Have you heard of Asaba Wood?
I know.
That was bought by
Asaba Wood.
Excuse me, what's all this? There was a time, I belong to this Nollywood group, especially for producing actors and all that. And then it was a heated argument. And then in that group, we had this core veterans in the industry, people who are, the Chico Jiros and the Tujiba Mishiki, and Last Lord, so it was a hot session that day.
Wow.
In fact, who are we?
I like to be part of such discussions.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot, and then it was basically this segregation about this. How can you not say that we are Nollywood? We're one. It's Nollywood.
It's not Nollywood. What's Kannywood?
Do you understand which one is Kannywood?
I heard that from
do you hear
somewhere.
Atlanta, Hollywood?
I wonder.
Hollywood.
I wonder.
Lagos, Hollywood.
It's just Hollywood.
But the thing is, UK Nollywood.
Okay, now you guys have also termed this one.
We're UK Nollywood. That's what we call ourselves. Because the Nigeria Nollywood or the main body. They're not carrying us along. We're still going to talk about the revenue. We're just digressing it. Not digressing, it's still part of it. It's just that they don't support us. And we hear things like they don't regard us as Nollywood and they don't think we're doing enough. They don't think the quality of our work is good enough. Now, when you have a baby, I'm sure when you had Starboy, Papa G.
Yeah.
When you had him, you nurtured him. And then he started to crawl. And then he started to walk. There's always a process in everything, just like in human lives as well. So if the Nigerian Nollywood, if they say, okay, we're not doing it, we're not doing some aspects right, or some aspects are not right here in the UK, I believe they should come forward. They come here all the time. Why couldn't they organize workshops? Why couldn't they organize some kind of seminars? That's if we're actually united. If we call us, if we say, okay, we're one Nollywood, they could organize and get we have Actors Guild of UK Nollywood here. We have the producers
all you
here.
need to do
Get
is
in touch
with
them, and then we'll put something in motion, and then everybody benefits from it. But that is not
boils down to
and the annoying thing, the most annoying part of it is that when they come to premiere movies here, they expect us to support them.
Yeah, and
we actually do go out and buy tickets
and turn up. Yes.
We don't see free money here in the UK. Oh.
No.
We don't. At least Nigeria, you get sponsors.
Yes.
One uncle can dash. Oh, you. My sister, you're doing movie. Take 5 million. This here is from the 9 to 5 that everything that people do that actually put into these movies, that they invest into these movies. So still, they bring their movies here. We support them.
Okay. Another thing is the movies. Do they use actors from home?
Yeah, sometimes that has been the bone of
Adaora.
That has been the bone of contention here, because here people are protesting that we're not getting enough support. Meanwhile, you import, because I call it import now. Import those people from Nigeria, and then you pay them huge money. Meanwhile, the actors here are not getting paid. Some of them they even do it for free. But they do it voluntarily.
Even in Nigeria,
they do it voluntarily. They do it voluntarily. But the thing is, the bone of contention here is the fact that when we go out there, I know a few colleagues that have gone to Nigeria to premiere, no support. You can never see, you will hardly see a celebrity Nollywood star come out and support anything coming from the UK. Why is it like that?
You know what I would say is this: the Adaora Ukoh, who is
that's the president of the Actors Guild. Yeah.
Okay, she's the president.
UK Nollywood.
UK Nollywood.
Okay, you met her on Monday.
Yeah, I know her.
Yes. I'll tell you, she has a passion to build.
She does.
Work with Nollywood, not just UK.
I know.
But the thing is this: there's a lot. I told her, even we had a phone conversation. I said, look, this is happening because this, that. There's more that you can do.
There's more to be done, actually.
You can do a lot more than just saying you are UK Nollywood. There are a lot of technical things you can do. There are ways you can build relationship with these people. It is not right that they come from Nigeria, the actors, they all come here.
In fairness to Theodora, she's actually trying, because when they had the president, what's his name, Emeka
Rulers.
Yes.
He's the president.
Yes, I think they had a few meetings and they agreed to work together.
Well,
so I'm hoping that something good will come out of that.
Yes, she's doing well. I really, really love her passion for this thing. But she needs more support. Especially, I mean, what you can do now to talk to TV or talk to your cameras. People back home, the Nollywood people,
the veterans,
the veterans need to understand that Nollywood started with them.
Yes.
And anywhere there's Nollywood, they need to support.
That's it.
Don't just see it as the UK, they are small. No.
Even, you see, this thing where even say it's even somehow applicable to back at home.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It happens there as well.
Yes, even the actors you use in your film might not even
turn up.
Not even turning up. As little as promoting the movies that they've done on their pages. Yeah. The social media.
Maybe when they sign,
you've been paid.
Adaora, do you guys sign contracts?
That's another thing.
So maybe they should put a clause in the contract.
No, we don't sign.
Oh, contracts. We do here.
That's another thing,
So you just make a film.
No, you get your call. The call, except you're working with more structured companies like the Moa Budu and Blessing signs contract as well, because she's very core. But the regular film productions that happen, you just discuss your money. They pay you straight. The first thing said, in fact, even before now, when I used to work in Asaba with the marketers, when the industry was on CD. The industry now has gone to TV, cinemas, and online. Yeah. When it was on CD, these marketers might not even call you first. As long as they have your account number, they pay you first before they call you. They put the money in your account.
Imagine. I just want the money. I'm not asking you. I'm doing it.
Someone's money in the industry. As much as it's not contract, you can't. Because you can't deal with your name being rubbished. Every little dent you have on your name affects you.
That's true.
Do you understand? So if you know these marketers, the foundational marketers were core that they remember when they banned the first 10.
I know now. I remember that story now.
Because in their mind they were acting so unruly,
and they were overpriced.
Meanwhile, na them,
let
me tell you, say na them. They are the one that put them there. Okay, let me give you an example. Maybe a Genevieve was in vogue then. Her movies were selling like wildfire. Now marketers will start lining up. You know, I remember there was a time Queen Ukoh, you know, she's my very good friend. You know, back in the days, there was a day we were together. She just sprang up from the bed and was, Ada, is my phone ringing? I said no. Say this phone don't ring. So the ringing tone they black from my ear. That was when she started selling. Now this is how these marketers do. Sometimes they call you. I want to come and bring. I hear you are in Owerri. I hear you are in Enugu. Queen, I beg now. You know, say I need the rain now. Oh yeah, I want to come and bring one script. He's coming with 5 scripts, and he'll probably pull along 2 other marketers that want to shoot, and then the total of scripts becomes 8. Wow. I have tried to
I think this discussion we have to continue another time.
I've tried to book an actor in April, and she told me her timing is in October.
Oh, time is spent now.
Yeah,
I've been told by the director to round up. Unfortunately, I just wish we could. There's still so much to talk about.
Part 2.
No, we have to part 2. They have to part 2 Adaora before you go. When are you going back?
Don't worry.
No, we have to look for a way to. You know, you're moving to Nigeria now. Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. Oh man.
Oh, Adaora, it's been awesome. Yeah. Awesome having you and Daniel Singh on the program today. Yeah. Thank you so much. You've thrown a lot of light into so many issues in the industry. I mean, when we talk about things like this, I think we should just extend the program. Director, please take notes. We should extend
because especially when it's just getting hot.
Sorry guys, just getting hot. You know, but don't worry, we'll bring you back again. Hopefully before you go back in the next 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have a discussion. I will have a discussion with the studio and see what can be arranged. Okay. Thank you so much. You're both hanging out with me throughout today.
I'm telling you, Shadi's hanging out with DoyinOla.
You shall be seeing Facebook Live things, yeah? Because we're hanging out after this program.
Daniel, you're so spotted, I must tell you.
Thank you.
One interview I've done and it just felt like...
I'll just say this and I will wrap up.
Okay.
See, yeah, it's very rarely do I take interest in people. And I met her and immediately thought...
And to think you guys wanted to fall out.
And when I explained the reason for her, she kind of
I understood.
But you know what? You are very, very talented.
Thank you, Daniel.
The time that you thought you could have made it, that was your own plan.
Yeah.
But God has
yes, that's
true. So I really believe that you're going to break back in the industry in Nigeria.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, so
that's so encouraging.
He's the consistency.
Yes, Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, that's been Daniel and the gorgeous Adaora of Lekki Wise. She's a producer, she's an actress and an entrepreneur. We didn't even have time to talk about her makeup.
Even my foundation.
Her foundation.
So many things.
Don't worry. You need to come back. We need that 5 days. We need to bring you back. We need to talk about the nitty-gritty of the business as well.
Yes.
So, guys, there's so much happening between now and the end of September in the industry. This Friday we have this is not about you, the movie by Florence Blaster. She produced the movie. It's at the Odeon Cinema on the 13th of September. That's this Friday. So please join us on the red carpet. Like I always say on my program, that if you support producers, you're not just supporting the individual producer, but you're actually supporting the industry. Yeah? Whether the devil likes it or not, UK Nollywood must grow. So that's why we need to support one another. Please support my girl Florence Blaster. It's her day. She's putting so much into this movie. This is not about you. It's at the Odeon Cinema Greenwich, and the tickets are quite reasonable actually. £20 for standard and £40 for VIP. So please join us on the red carpet. I'm going to be there. So join DoyinOla there. I will certainly be there. And the next one on the 20th of September again is Stains of Hatred by Nikki Moore. She too, she's putting a lot into this, so please come out and support her. Again, it's at the Odeon Cinema, Greenwich. So please, I'll be there as well. I'm always supporting my people. These are my people, so of course you'll see me there. Stains of Hatred by Nikki Moore. I don't have a flyer here. So, but please do come out and support. I believe maybe by next week I'll have a flyer on the program. And of course, my love and my crown. I actually stirred in this. Yes, you need to see me there with my beads. I was heavily beaded, looking very traditional, and I was a second wife, very, 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 very nasty second wife, So you need to come out and watch what I did there. It's very, very interesting. The first epic movie with location in London. We created this location like you're in Delta State, Nigeria, or Edo State, Nigeria. You won't believe it. So please come out and support my girl, Princess Rita, on that day, on the 27th of September. I'm actually the event planner for the cinema and the after party at Oba on that day. You're going to see us in a different light. The red carpet, I've planned something spectacular. You know me now, event specialist of repute. So you can imagine what I'm putting in place for that day. So do come out and support us. You're supporting the industry. You're not supporting Princess Rita. You're not supporting Florence or supporting Nikki, but you're supporting the industry because together we grow as a people. Well, that has been the part. Aha! Before I forget, oh my God, I'm actually the MC at this event on Saturday. It's called the Ekimogun Day, put together by the Odo Union of UK. The president is Mr. Ayo Akinfe. I'm the MC. It's a very good event. If you are free, you can join us. It's not a ticketed event, but you can always come and support because they want to fundraise towards some schools in Ondo State. So please do come out and support that event as well. I'll be there. I'll actually be the MC on the day. So you see me in my headgear and my native, that kind of thing. So it's been awesome on the show today. I've had a lovely, lovely time with my very, very precious, my lovely, my handsome, my gorgeous guests. Yeah. So till I come your way next week, thank you very much for watching and keep watching, hanging out with DoyinOla.
Just before we round up, there's a possibility that Dora will be in Manchester this Sunday. She's going to be having some master class.
Oh, master! Oh, we should have said that. You should have told me that.
Aspiring actresses and stuff in Manchester.
Oh, Manchester.
So we're working on that.
You see now, so if you're actually interested in the Nollywood industry, not just UK Nollywood, just come out. She's actually having a master class. So I mean, it's something you can benefit from because I know some people actually have that passion for acting, but they don't know how to start or what to do. So this is a very, very good opportunity for you to come join Adaora on Sunday.
No, that's on Sunday.
On Sunday, Manchester.
They can follow her on our Instagram.
What's your Instagram handle?
Adaora Ukoh. That's my full name. Adaora Ukoh. All my social networks, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere.
Or just start in Miranda. Just start in Miranda.
How come we didn't organize this in London as well? I'm protesting now for my London.
We'll talk about that.
Why Manchester? Why Manchester? We can organize one here. We can do one here within the next 5 days.
Fantastic.
Mr. Heritage has volunteered his space free of charge for us. Thank you, Mr. Heritage. Isn't that great? On Hangout with DoyinOla. You see, these are my little contributions to the industry. So we're going to speak with the president of Actors Guild, HRA Theodore Oyebade, and the president of Producers Guild, Dr. Malcolm Benson. So we'll see how we can put a few things together. So I'll be the one coordinating that. So we'll be advertising it on all social media handles. She will advertise, he will advertise, we'll advertise, and get everyone to come here. Let's benefit from our people. She's one of us, and she's a veteran. She's a veteran, though.
Yes, so
she was reminding me those days that she used to come to Sport Shack.
I'm telling you.
that was in the early 90s.
Wow.
Oh my God! Wow, I've come a long way. But now we're looking like we're talking like old women.
Thank God we're not where we started from, please.
I'm telling you, we thank God. We don't look
like where we started.
I'm telling you, it's been awesome. Thank you guys for coming. So we'll be updating you on the masterclass. So please look out, check me out on Facebook, DoyinOla, my Instagram, Doyin15. All those informations will be there on Adaora's
Adaora Ukoh.
Yes. And then what's your one?
Daniel Singh.
Daniel
It's
Singh.
not S-I-N-K because I give people my name.
No, not Single.
S-Y-N-C. Synchronization.
Daniel Singh. I'll be doing posters on my Facebook page just to make sure that people are aware of what we're planning in the next couple of days. The short notice, but want you to benefit from Adaora's visit to the UK. So I mean, no knowledge is ever lost. I'm going to be part of it as well. I'm going to coordinate, and I'm actually going to learn as well. So keep being on the lookout. Thank you all for watching. It's been nice, and I'll see you all next week.